Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. I am from Progressive Model School main campus. My subject is physics. I am here to teach physics of class 10th. Chapter number 10, Simple Harmonic Motion and Waves. In this video we will study the topic 10.2 which is damped oscillation and topic 10.3 which is wave motion. Now we start our topic 10.2 damped oscillation. In this topic, we will study how frictional force or resistive force reduce the amplitude of the vibrations gradually. First of all, we see the definition of damped oscillation. The oscillation of a system in the presence of some resistive force are damped oscillation. Means damped oscillation of a system occur in the presence of resistive force means frictional force are damped oscillations. Vibratory motion of ideal system in the absence of any friction or resistance continues indefinitely under the action of a restoring force. Means when friction or resistance may absence from ideal system, vibration continuously acts on a system due to restoring force because restoring force tends the body to move to and fro in a system. Practically in all systems, the force of friction retards the motion, so the systems do not oscillate indefinitely. Means we see that in many systems, friction force acts, so friction force stops the motion of the bodies. Means friction force acts as opposing force to retard the motion of the bodies. The friction reduces the mechanical energy of the system as time passes and the motion is said to be damped. Means when frictional force acts on a system, so first of all it's reduce the mechanical energy of the system. Means when mechanical energy is start to decrease, so the object start to attain rest position, so this motion is called damped. This damping progressively reduces the amplitude of the vibration of motion as shown in figure 10.4. Means this damping gradually decreases the amplitude of vibration of motion. In figure 10.4 we can see that first of all the amplitude of vibration of motion is at peak position when time passed, so amplitude of vibration start to decreasing. So this is because the friction force reduces the mechanical energy of the system. Shock absorber is automobiles are not practical application of damped motion. A shock absorber consists of a piston moving through a liquid such as oil, figure 10.5. The upper part of the shock absorber is firmly attached to the body of the car. When the car travel over a bump on the road, the car may vibrate violently. The shock absorber damp this vibration and convert their energy into heat energy of the oil. Now let's see application of damped motion. This application we see around us. Let's suppose a shock absorber, and this shock absorber consists of a piston, and this move through liquids such as oil, and the upper part of the shock absorber is attached to the body of the car, and when start to move on a road, so the car may vibrate violently. So the shock absorber damp this vibration and convert them this into heat energy. Next topic is 10.3 wave motion. In this topic we will study the production of waves, how waves are generated, and which sources that generate the waves. And waves have many forms like electrical waves, sound waves, etc. And wave also gives direction of object. Now we start. Waves play an important role in our daily life. It is because waves are carrier of energy and information over large distance. Waves require some oscillating or vibrating source. Here we demonstrate the production and propagation of different waves with the help of vibratory motion of object. And first of all, waves play a vital role in our daily life, and we know that these waves are carrier of energy and gives information over large distance. And wave requires oscillating and vibrating source, means in this source the waves are generated. Now we see the production and propagation of different waves with the help of vibratory motion. With the help of vibratory motion of objects, means how the waves are produced with vibratory motion. Activity 10.1. Dip one end of a pencil into a tub of water and move it up and down vertically. Figure 10.6. The disturbance in the form of ripples produce water waves which move away from the source. When the wave reaches a small piece of cork floating near the disturbance, it moves up and down our original position. While the wave will travel outward, the net displacement of the cork is zero. The cork repeats its vibratory motion about its mean position. In activity 10.1, let's pose a tub of water and dip one end of a pencil into the tub and start to move the one end of pencil up and down in vertical position. So this movement produce disturbance in the water and generate water waves, and these waves move away from the source. And when these waves reach to small piece of cork floating creates a disturbance. So these waves travels outward from initial position. So the net displacement of the cork is zero, means cork not displaced from initial position. So its displacement is zero, and cork repeats its vibratory motion about its mean position. Next we see activity 10.2. Take a rope and mark a point P on it. Tie one end of the rope with a sport and stretch the rope by holding its other end in your hand. Figure 10.7. Now flipping the rope up and down regularly will set up a wave in the rope which will travel towards the fixed end. In activity 10.2, you can take a rope and mark a point P on it. Now tie one end of rope with any sport and start to stretch the rope by holding its other end. Now flipping the rope up and down with your hand. Flip creates a wave in the rope, and this wave will start to move towards like fixed end of the rope. The point P on the rope will start vibrating up and down as the wave passes across it. The motion of point P will be perpendicular to the direction of the motion of wave. Means the point P that is marked on rope will start to move or vibrate up and down. So up and down direction. So when waves passes across it, this motion of point P will perpendicular to direction of motion of waves. Means direction of point P is same as direction of motion of wave. So next is, from the above simple activities we can define wave as: a wave is the disturbance in the medium which causes the particles of the medium to undergo vibratory motion about their mean position in equal intervals of time. Means wave is a disturbance that creates in the medium, and due to this disturbance the particle of medium start to vibrate about their mean position, and this mean position is equal interval of time. There are two categories of waves: number 1 mechanical waves and number 2 electromagnetic waves. Now we see what is mechanical wave. Mechanical wave which requires any medium from their propagation are called mechanical waves. Means mechanical waves are those waves which requires any type of medium. So in mechanical waves it is not necessary to require definite mediums, and mechanical waves can propagate in any type of medium. So example of mechanical waves are water waves, sound waves, and produced on the string and spring. Next is electromagnetic waves. Electromagnetic waves are those waves which do not require any medium from their propagation are called electromagnetic waves. Means in electromagnetic waves it is not necessary to require any medium from their propagation. So its examples are radio waves, television waves, X-rays, heat and light waves are some examples of electromagnetic waves. Electromagnetic waves can also be called wireless waves because there is not required any wire to propagate the waves. Thanks for watching my video. Allah Hafiz.